There was a time when we went to look at the oil well. My cousin was home from the military, and he and his brother came up in the car, and Mama loaded us all in the car to go see the oil well. The man that owned the oil well was named George Henson. He owned oil wells, sawmills, very wealthy man. We went up to see the oil well and stayed for a little while, and on our way back, we was on the Natchez Trace. And there was posts on the Natchez Trace where they would lock it off during the wintertime. You couldn't travel it during the wintertime. And some three white guys passed us in an old car, a raggedy car. And they got between the posts and stopped where we couldn't get by. Then they got out, and my cousin stopped, and they said, "You hit our car." I said, "We didn't hit your car." "Yes, you did. You hit our car, and we want $25 for the damage to fix the car." Well, we didn't have two nickels to rub together. My mom said, "I don't have $25. And so they said, "Okay." He said, "You better try to find, we're going to keep three of these kids." That's not the word they use, but that's, I think, out of respect to today and to my family. So me, my brother, and my sister, I was the oldest, I was 13. And my sister was 9, and my brother was 6. So they kept us there while my mother and my cousin got in the car and went back to the sawmill to borrow $25 from Mr. George Henson to pay these men for damage that we didn't do that they said we did. So when Mr. George said, "Did you hit the car?" Mama said, "No, sir, we didn't hit the car." He said, "Well, I tell you what, Lucille, don't you pay him a thing. I'm going to send my brother Rod over. If there's any damage, he'll pay him. If there isn't, he'll take care of that also." Well, I'll tell you one thing. That was the most scariest time in my life because we didn't know what they might do to us, and we had nobody to turn to. So when Mr. Rod came back and he looked at the car, there's no damage on this car. And Rod Henson had one leg. He was, what they called him at them days, a peg leg. So he told him, "Get out of Choctaw County, and I'd better not catch you back here anymore." And they were a powerful family in town. So they said, "Well, if you had 2 legs, we'd beat your behind." And by this time, his wife stepped out of the pickup truck with that shotgun. And I tell that story about there's evil and there's good. We were held captured by 3 white men, and we were saved by another white man. And so therefore, from that perspective, you see there's good and there's evil on all sides. And so that was one of the worst experiences that I had while I was down there in Mississippi.